Dear students, we are going to start subject analog circuits. This is first lecture of this subject. So in this lecture, first of all, we will discuss about introduction of this subject. As its name represents, analog plus circuits means a circuit which can process analog signals. So now the again question can be arises, what is meaning of this analog and what we mean about this circuit. So let's discuss about what is analog. Actually, analog here means a signal that can represent infinite number of values, infinite numbers of values. This is actually input signal. This is input signal to the circuit. This is input signal to the circuit, and after applying this signal to this circuit, this signal will be processed. So the circuit which can process analog signal is called analog circuit. And circuit means, as we know, circuit means this is combination of different components and devices, different electronic component and devices that can provide path for the flow of current. So we can explain analog in more simpler way. That suppose we are measuring temperature of a room at each and every moment since morning 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. and we represent temperatures with the help of graph. Suppose in the morning the temperature was 14 degrees centigrade. After some while it was 14.298 degrees centigrade. Then 15.87 degrees centigrade. Suppose it is now 25.12 degrees centigrade. So we can see in this graph infinite number of values are possible between 14 and 25. So this graph will be called analog signal. This is a representation of temperature in analog manner with respect to time. This is representation of temperature in analog manner with respect to time. Similarly, one more example. Suppose we are well known about sine wave. This is suppose time and this is its amplitude. Again it is also an analog signal. This signal is representing amplitude of some behavior, some energy with respect to time in analog manner. And because these two signals are defined for every moment of time, that's why these signals are also called continuous signal. So with respect to value in amplitude, it will be called analog, and with respect to values in time moment, as these are defined for every moment of the time, that's why it will be called continuous signal. So these signals should be called analog continuous signal. So analog means a signal which represents infinite possible values. In similar way, suppose we are measuring temperature of a room at some particular interval. Suppose it is measured at 6 am and it was 14 degrees centigrade. Then at 7 am it was suppose 14.298. Again it was measured on 8 am. It was suppose 15 point something value. And similarly 9, 10.